What's going on, everyone? It's time to talk about Scream 6, the final Scream movie. I haven't talked about it on this channel. I finally saw it, so it's time to review it. So, yeah, it was released March 10th, 2023. It was directed by Tyler Gillett and Matt Bettinelli Olfen, who they both worked together on films like Scream 2022, or also some people call it Scream 5. But they also did Ready or Not, Devil's Due, sorry, and did one of those like short films in Southbound. But yeah, it's had a box office range of $170.2 million. There is a seventh one being made right now. So, but yeah, Scream 6, they changed location. It's no longer being held in Hillsborough or wherever it was. Yeah, they changed it to New York. So, because the surviving group from the first, well, Scream 2022, um, are off in college now. Sounds familiar, eh? Scream 2. But yeah, and Ghostface is back on a killing spree and follows them there basically. So at first they're not sure if it's actually happening, but boy, do they get the eyes awakening of quite a few Scream Ghostface killers going on in New York. And yeah, so of course they're being chased and hunted down by them, so they have to defend themselves and try to figure out who it is. But also, Gail Weathers is back, and she's more of a nuisance than ever in this one. And boy, do they really drive that home. And yeah, so will the group of kids survive? Who knows? But yeah. So what did I think of Scream 6? Well, I actually kind of enjoyed this movie. Some I've heard good things and bad things about it before going into it. So yeah, I was like, okay, so it's either I'm gonna really like it or really hate it. Overall, I thought the kills and stuff were really well done. I love the gruesome, brutal kills in this. There's tons of kills in this one, which is good. Which is what I was asking for of the other Scream films. You only got like 4 or 5. I wanted like 6 or 7 or something like that. You definitely get them in this one. Also, they do so many red herrings in this one. It drove me nuts. But yeah, and but yeah, there is technically like 4 or 5 killers in this one because there's a lot of copycat killings and stuff. And yeah, once the twist at the end comes into play, um, it becomes a little redundant almost, I thought. And where there's more than one, let's just say. And it's not that it wasn't as interesting. I thought they definitely really tried to push the boundaries with this one, but I think it kind of took it out of its element too, because they also Ghostface usually has like a massive hunting knife stab. With this one, he also uses a shotgun, which is stupid, and a lot of dumb things like that. Um, yeah, but it really after they reveal it, it really made sense on how they kept switching and stuff, even though there's tons of parts in it. And once you realize who the killer is, you're like, okay, but how can that actually happen? How can this scene actually happen when you think about it? So, yeah, so I don't think the film was really thought through very well. Like, conceptually, yeah, it seems cool. It looks pretty cool and really, pretty well set up and everything. But when you actually come to think about it and the way it all plays out, they kind of like overlap and convolute things quite a bit throughout the story, which makes it a little bit odd. But I didn't notice that right away. I enjoyed it right away, especially the opening scene with that blonde chick. She's and yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, and you know what you're getting into. But a lot of them, it falls into a lot of stupid tropes though, where like the characters just like know not to do that in horror films, they do it anyways, and things like that. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a decent enough sequel. It's better than some of the other Scream sequels, but it's definitely not the best Scream movie in the franchise. I still think Scream 1 and 2 are at the top. This one's probably in the middle with Scream 3 and then Scream 20. Scream 2022 was pretty awful. So, but yeah, I like the brutality of the kills, the gore, and everything looked great though in this, and yeah, kept my interest going. So yeah, overall, I thought Scream 6 was a decent enough attempt in another sequel, and it was cool how they tried to change it up. It's just they convoluted it all after. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna give Scream 6 a 3.5 out of 5. It's decent enough, a lot of fun. But yeah, if you ask me coming right out of watching it, I give it a 4. But after looking back and thinking about it and stuff, yeah, I'd probably give it a 3.5. So yeah, but overall, it's still a decent movie. So you should check it out, especially if you like the Scream franchise. It's still not too bad. So yeah, but if you want to check out, I'll link the trailer down below so you can see it if you haven't seen it for some reason or something. That's linked down below. But also linked down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films and review in the future on my story. If you have the film title hashtag, a subgenre film and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my letterbox is down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any, and if you have any film or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and all that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also share my opinions of popular films that have come out, somewhat like this, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because I'm going to do another more low budget franchise. We're going to start the Basket Case trilogy. So I'm going to do Basket Case in the next review. So for all you looking for weird monsters movies to watch, tune in for the next video. So yeah, make sure you watch out for that. Watch out for all those copycat killers and that are wearing ghost face costumes. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.